hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day today. I'm sure all of you guys were like, where the heck did Nichole go the last few days? She was posting every single day and now she's gone. Well, I'm just letting you guys know that my mind totally wanted to be there for you guys, but my body physically just would not let me. I've spent like the last few days just in and out of bed resting because we all know that my lupus is crazy, my lupus is unpredictable, and it does control many parts of my life. Anyways, on to this video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the things that are never talked about motherhood and becoming a mother and all those things that just happen that nobody has ever warned you about. I'm going to speak for myself. I of course cannot speak for every single mother out there, but I know there's some of you guys out there that have to relate to me and have to relate to my experience as becoming a mother. Becoming a mom for me was certainly difficult in so many ways that I just never imagined. Everybody tells you when you get pregnant that, oh, your life is about to change, you better go out and get everything out of your system before you settle down because you're not going to be able to do these things when you have a child. I can honestly say that yes, my life has changed in a major way, and just not to the point where I am unable to do the things that I want to do and not be able to do the things that I love. The only thing that is kind of true is that you do not get to do the things that you want to do and love in the time that you want to do it. I am no longer able to get up in the morning, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and just leave. That is completely out the window for me until these children are 18 and out of my care in my household. Right now, I can still do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and get ready to leave, but I also have two other little human beings to get ready with me. That actually takes a little bit more time. So I am still able to do the things that I want to do and the things that I love. It just requires a little bit more patience. You get to still do these things, you just have to be okay doing these things at a slower pace. And same goes for like going out to the movies and going out for date nights. You can still do these things, but you have to plan ahead. And with smaller children, you have to make sure that you at least have a babysitter on call. The one major thing that nobody ever told me about before becoming a mother was the fact that I was going to constantly be worried about every single thing. And that is something that completely shocked me. I knew that I was gonna be concerned with my child's health and well-being, and I was always going to care about their needs and if they're okay, but I just didn't know that when a child got sick that it was going to take over my entire mindset, and that was just going to be my main priority. So when Olivia got sick and she got her first few colds, her first year of life, I was just like in mommy panic mode. Like I did every single thing I could to make sure that her nose was clear and that she didn't have a fever, and that she was very comfortable and that she could breathe. And the worst thoughts just come into my mind whenever my child sniffles. I swear. She coughs and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Because I feel like a cough can lead to so much more than just a cough. For some reason, as an adult, like if I cough, I'm like, oh, I'm okay, I'm just fine, I'm an adult, I can handle it. But if my child coughs, I'm like, oh my gosh. I think in my mind, I've been in and out of the hospital so much that I just do not want to see my children in there. And so I'm trying to do everything to make sure that their immune system is tough, and it just takes a lot out of me because I can't rest and I can't just physically be at peace until I know that my child is nice and good and healthy. And that is something that they do not tell you when you become a mother, is that you are just going to be in worry mode. And the same goes not just for sickness, but if you're going outside just to go to the park or something, you have to worry about, is my child gonna get sunburned? Is she gonna get sick from being around other kids? Is she going to wet her clothes or get dirty, so she needs extra pair of clothes? Does she need an extra pair of socks for when her feet get super sweaty? I don't know. That's just me, and I guess I'm one of those moms. I'm not too like clingy, but I'm just like aware of the potential stuff that could happen. Almost like one of those little meerkats that pop out of the sand, and I'm just like looking around like, okay, well there's a car right there, so if she runs then she could get hit. Do not think that I am just like one of those people that, look, no Olivia, you can't do that. No Cora, you can't move that way. You can't look in this direction, because I'm totally not that way. I am just aware. Another thing that they do not tell you when becoming a mother is that, yes, you are no longer the main priority, but you don't want to be anymore. Your child comes into your life and you're just like, hey, I look good without this, you know, this foundation on. I can go outside with my hair up in a bun and I don't care about anything. But my child needs to have clean clothes on. My child needs to have socks and a shirt and everything that goes together. My child becomes everything. And if my child, you know, if I have to spend 30 extra minutes prepping a meal or doing something for my child, that is so much more better than me going into the bathroom and me spending like 10 or 15 minutes straightening my hair. It's just a completely different mindset, and I'm not saying like you shouldn't be a priority, because as a mother you definitely still need to be a priority. I'm saying that there's little things that you start to scoot to the side in order to do these other things for your children, and that is something I was not aware of, because as somebody just wanting to do it all, I'm just thinking, oh, I can do my hair, I can do the dishes, I can clean the entire house, I can be super mom and do my homework, and I can have some income, and I can take the kids outside, and I can try to do all these things. But at the end of the day, or even the beginning of the day, I'm like, yeah, maybe I was just a little bit over ambitious. And so I'll just leave these things for tomorrow, the next day, or the next day after that, and I'll just do what's absolutely necessary, which is brushing my child's teeth. Something that I was just not physically prepared for when becoming a mother. Everybody says that you're going to be, oh, hi Cora. Say surprise, everybody, I've been here the whole time. Something that I just was not physically ready for, even though people told me that I better sleep now. I mean, I totally took sleeping for granted, and that is, I don't know, I totally took sleeping for granted. And that is because I was on my first child. It was with Olivia, and every little movement, every little noise that she made, I was like, oh, is she okay? What is she doing? And I would hover over her and in the middle of the night, and I would wake up so many times during the night just to make sure that she was doing all right, and I was just doing my job as a parent. And so something they don't tell you is that with your first child, it's so much harder, because you're learning and you don't understand really that it's okay, you know, to let her sleep, you know, through the night, even if she's like dreaming and making a noise or something like that, because I did not know that. First off, with Cora, I felt like I had just been there. I was a little bit of an expert already because I had Olivia with experience, and so with Cora, I was like, oh, she's grunting, just let her sleep all through the night. And that is something that nobody ever told me, is that with your first child, you are just going to go above and beyond for that first child, and you're just going to try to be like 100% the best parent you could be. And I wish I had known that it's okay to ease up on things, because I was physically exhausted from just constantly waking up and checking in on her in the middle of the night. And I did that like all the way up until she was about like 6 months. And then I was like, okay, this kid's fine and this mama has to sleep. So, you know, her diaper's changed, she has a full tummy, she's burped, she's clean, and she's all right. So I guess she's not gonna do anything else to harm her. Something else that they did not tell me was just like the over amount of just love, I guess, that you have from a new child that's coming into the world. Because growing up, like I remember like during my teenage years and the early years with Robbie in our relationship, I was one of those needy people in a relationship. I just always felt like I needed his attention, or I needed some type of affection in that way. And after having a child, I didn't need that as much, and I felt like that I was okay just, you know, making sure that my attention was on my babies. Don't get me wrong, I still give my fiance tons of affection and love, but it's just not to the point of like, you know, text him like, why didn't you like look at me while I was eating your favorite cookies or something. Like, it wasn't something weird. I was mature when I had a child, but it definitely like pushed me to be like super mature and be like, hey, I don't have time for the small little BS stuff. So yeah, and that has actually made my relationship better, because you don't have time to just like focus on the little silly things that couples get frustrated with. I just don't have time for it. I have time to be a mom. That's what I have time for. I have time to be a good person. That's what I have time for. I don't have time for much else. Something else they never told me was how physically different my body would be. And I'm not talking about the appearance of my body and everything that, you know, comes with pregnancy. I'm talking about how like weak inside like my body felt. Like after having a baby, I felt like I would touch my stomach and it would just sink in like quicksand. Like I had no muscle. And the hardest part was how long it lasted. I mean, pregnancy seriously takes a toll on someone's body. Pregnancy was just this hard on a woman's body, because your heart is pumping for two people, for yourself and your child, and that is very difficult on your heart. And I was just reading an article about how like when you get into your 30s, your chances of getting pregnant decrease by 10%. That as you have a child, when you get older, it's even more harder on your body, and your pregnancies become high risk because of how difficult it is to carry around these little munchkins. So I really wish that somebody would have told me how difficult it was on the body. And I really think somebody needs to just come out with like this pregnancy routine that you should be doing during pregnancy. On meals that I should be eating and things to really strengthen my body during pregnancy. I know they say exercise and stuff like that, but nobody really pushes like a set thing you should be doing. And I really think that that should be incorporated in people's health and pregnancies when you go and get your checkups, your prenatal care. I really feel as though that should be something that's pushed, because your body is gonna go through something so difficult and you have to prep for that. You have to train for having this child, and afterwards your body just shouldn't feel so weak afterwards, and you should still feel strong. And I think that if there was a program out there like that, that it would really help mommies just not be so exhausted. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those were my things that nobody told me about when becoming a mother, surprises and things that just nobody had ever told me. I hope hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe below and make sure to like this video for love. And I will be talking to all of you guys shortly. Bye, you guys.